Mr. Shanker, how are you?
Very good, Devi. How are you?
Mate, very, very well. Welcome to episode 4 of Warner's Corner. It's great to have
Thank
you.
you so much. I think I made it easy for you today.
Well, apparently Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal had a similar issue, and theirs went for about 40 minutes. It was actually quite funny. Obviously, you know very well that Kane doesn't use social media,
Yeah.
and trying to explain to him how to get onto a live conversation was very, very difficult. But mate,
Somehow you
yeah,
fall.
as I said, mate, welcome to Warner's Corner. Obviously, we're trying to uh, put some content out there for our fans. Obviously,
Yeah.
at the moment, we would be over there playing the IPL, but given the circumstances around the world, and as I always start this show, making sure that everyone's keeping safe, both in my country and your country, and doing their part to do their best, so we can actually all get back to normal. But
Yeah.
mate, what have you been up to back at home? Isolation's very difficult at the best of times, locked up in a hotel. But what's it like being at home, mate?
Initially it was very good. Initially it was like spending time with family and everything. But then after a few days, you start missing cricket, you start missing travel and all such things. And then you find a way to train, you find a way to keep ourselves fit.
Yep.
Uh, so that's the only thing I've been doing. Every morning some training, evening some training, just trying to keep myself fit.
And you're missing your best mate Basil.
Definitely.
I was going to say at this time we're probably dancing in the hotel room at this stage.
Yeah,
8:30 my time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
What
he loves that. He teaches me a lot.
He's a very, very good man. I hope he's watching. I know Siddharth is watching. Um,
Yeah.
but mate, just talk us through some stuff that you've been up to at home. Household activities. What have you mastered? Have you mastered anything during your lockdown? I'm on TikTok now. Have you seen that? Have you seen a couple of my dances?
Yeah. I've been following that, like all your dance moves and everything. Been outstanding.
Are you impressed?
Especially your kid. Oh, very much. I'm sure you'll get a lot of phone calls to, get into the Bollywood industry.
Well, look, I'm going to need some requests from some fans, and as Sid has just come up there, I am on here, and I love you guys, love you too, Sid. Um, I need some Bollywood songs or something that people think that I can dance to. Me and my wife and my kids. Have you got any ideas? Has anyone out there got any ideas?
I'm sure you'll get a lot of ideas now. I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of songs.
There's too much rhythm though. I got no rhythm. I need something to work with. Something slow. Everything
Something
I see in Bollywood is very fast.
you will get for sure. Like I'm not much into Bollywood songs as well, but then I'll find some for you.
Okay,
You should do a lot.
I appreciate that. But
Especially
look,
I love the moves that you did with your kid.
they're the only songs that I know. Look, mate, now that you're at home, now Peter Siddle, he eats bananas like they're going out of fashion. I think Jack Russell used to drink like 20 teas a day. How many coffees do you have a day? I hear that you love your filter coffee. You're
I
almost an
love my
Australian.
filter coffee. I love coffee, bro. But then nowadays I've reduced it a bit. Like when if it was IPL, I would have had at least 6 to 8 cups a day, easily
A day?
a day. Yeah, easy.
How do you settle? Doesn't it make you like twitchy?
No, I don't find it. People say you find it difficult to sleep and everything, but then I don't find it that difficult to go to sleep. I love coffee, so I just enjoy drinking it.
Well,
Nowadays, I've
that's
reduced it to like 3 cups a day
three
because
cups a day.
yeah, because
That's
I'm
good.
getting conscious about my fitness, and there's too much milk in it, and you
Yep.
don't run. Whatever training you do, like you need to keep running to keep yourself fit.
So I'm a fan of the South Indian tea.
Sorry?
I love South Indian tea. Very nice.
Oh, Beautiful. I'm sure you would have tried everything.
Someone's put through here. Please dance to Chikni Chameli. Is that right? Does that sound
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
Naka Maka or
Oh,
Nakamuka?
yeah, that's very fast.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I'll have to try.
Yeah.
Let's get into some serious questions, mate. Who was your hero growing up? Obviously, there's a lot of Indian cricket players, a lot of world cricket players, but who did you look up to?
Yeah. Rahul Dravid.
The Wall.
Yeah.
You know, an interesting stat with the Wall. I think he's got bowled the most in the history of the game.
Doesn't matter.
But but people call him the Wall.
But the amount
Work
of
work.
the runs the runs he has scored is just unbelievable. I've become his big fan after the game in Adelaide, 2003 Adelaide Test,
Oh yes, definitely,
where he got 233 and 70 odd. So I think it was
definitely.
amazing.
He was seriously and he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet as well.
Yeah.
And what do you think the turning point of your career was, mate? I asked Kane a good question last night, and I asked Booby a similar question. Given that you're in India, there's a billion people in India. Did was there a turning point in your career where
Yeah.
you got to a position where you were able to make it to the next level? And like with injuries and stuff, do you feel pressure when you're coming back that your spot might be taken?
Yeah, that is always there because I've missed a lot of games because of my injuries. But then two innings I would definitely point it out. One is the domestic game, the Ranji Trophy game where I played against Mumbai and I got a 95. That would have been my last game for Tamil Nadu, the state that I play for, if not for that 95. And the next important innings was the one that I played with you against Gujarat Lions.
Yep.
I remember Uripa was not fit, and I batted number four that innings. That was the second game that I played in for Sunrisers, and then I got 63 not out in that game, which changed things after that. So that was a very important innings for me.
That was a very difficult wicket to bat on as well.
Yeah,
It wasn't easy at all. Who's your
and
biggest critic at home?
biggest critic, my dad.
Is he hard on you?
Yeah, he's always hard on me. He's like, even if I get 70, 80, and if I get out, he's like, why did you get this stuff come not out of this situation? Or stuff, try to get 100. That is
That's
always
like
there.
that's like my mum. My mum's like that. Son, why don't you get 100 today? Well, it's not that easy.
Yeah. That is always, when you play a match and when you go back home, you know that is coming.
Mate, obviously we're in isolation, but I hear that you have an indoor net on your terrace. Is that true? Are you playing cricket these days on
Yeah.
your roof?
No, I'm not playing because I don't want to call someone home to, because it's very hard for them to travel. They come here, help me out. It's very difficult. So all I'm doing is just standing in front of the mirror, doing some shadow practice.
Uh, you're like Khalil. You're looking at yourself.
Oh, no, 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 not for that.
How do you how did you deal with is it Nidahas Trophy final?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
what
yeah,
happened
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened there? Tell me a bit about that.
So that was the finals, and when I walked in, we were like chasing 5 overs, 50 runs or something, and then I batted 19 balls for 17. Like
Jesus.
I had missed 4 balls continuous, 3 balls continuously of fizz. So
Yep.
I was trying to go covers and I was getting beaten like 3 continuous balls. So and then last over we needed 12 runs. I got a boundary and then I got out. So the whole world was behind me after that innings, and it was my first innings in international career. So everything
Yep.
was like I don't know because whether it was because of pressure or something. I was like the next few days was nightmare. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't. it was very difficult. It was I was struggling to come out of it, and I was struggling to find things which can make me feel good.
Yep.
Then somehow came out of it. Worked on my training, my fitness, then my cricket. So everything changed. I'm sure everyone would have gone through a phase where
Everyone.
yeah, we would have found it difficult to do something in the game, and then that might play in your mind all the time.
Yeah, just
Is there any innings where you went through such thing like
I think
not able to
for
do?
well, interesting you say that. My first Test 100, it was in Tasmania against New Zealand. I batted through the whole innings, and we kept on losing wickets and wickets and wickets. But we came to the last wicket. It was me and Nathan Lyon. We needed 43 or 44 off. We still had the rest of the day to go, but it was just me and him left. We got down to 7 runs, and I'd taken a single with 2 balls to go in the over, and then Nathan Lyon gets out, and then I'm thinking they're going, should I have taken that single? And it's always in the back of your mind going, should I, would
Yeah,
have, could have, it's one of those things. And when it's early on in your career as well, it's very difficult to get it out of your head. That's for sure.
yeah, it was very difficult for me.
And th- there's a question here. What have you learned from Kane? I'll say Kane. They've asked about me as well, but it's helped.
Yeah, I can actually tell both. I learned a lot because of no, seriously, the 2016 season was my first year with Sunrisers Hyderabad, and then all I was looking up to was what you guys do to be at your best, especially in a tournament like IPL where you need to be at your best almost for a complete 2 months. So you don't have enough break, you don't practice that much. So all I was seeing is how do you guys prepare yourself for that? And then
Yeah,
I saw you preparing before the start of the season when we had that camp. You were like using a center wicket. You used to hit the ball, run twos. You need to play like literally you used to practice like a match. So that was a learning for me. And then from Kane, uh, towards the end of that season, where we almost where we after the qualifying and all, we used to practice separately. He wasn't playing at that time, so towards the end of the season, he started working for his test cricket.
yeah, yeah,
So that
yeah.
was something different. Like I've not seen someone else do that. Like he knows there's a test series coming up immediately after the IPL. So towards the end, he started working for his test matches. He went, he got runs, and you know this is what
That
is preparation. So this is what I learned.
that's the thing that I found beneficial from being from overseas is coming to India. If even if you're playing or you're not playing, practicing in the nets over there can benefit you tenfold with playing against spin. The wickets are worn and tied by the end of the IPL. As you said, I always try and practice out in the centre because I like to practice my running between wickets. Even during test matches, I do the same thing. I go out and I try and practice in a centre wicket, not on the actual main ground, but a centre wicket that we have at practice, just to get the
Yeah,
gauge of trying to pinch ones, the quick singles, pinching twos. You need to practice these things, and you can do that in the nets as well. Just you have to have an intent about your net and a purpose. And if you can
and
have that, you train better.
yeah, and what the interesting thing that I realized at that point was like during a game when you run a couple of twos and then you need to get back your breathing and then you need to play the next ball at your best. So
Yeah,
sometimes
you
when
need to
you run
practice. Yeah,
hard, you might, yeah, it's a practice. So yeah, that was
and
a
the
good learning for me.
and there's always been questions around how are you so fit when you come back and when you're running between wickets. I always say you run 10 meters past, and then you get that little breather when you walk back, because those little moments there, you
Yeah,
need to regain your breath, because if you run two or
true.
three twos in a row, it's tiring. It's very difficult.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, and tell the fans out there about the 50th over you bowled in Nagpur against Australia.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
with the
was a very
7-11 runs in
special.
the final.
Yeah, that was a very special game for me because I batted well, and then I was expecting to bowl the 50th over. I
Big
know
puppy,
either
Stoin.
me or sorry, yeah, either me or Kedar should have bowled that. So I know I was having a feel that I'm going to bowl the last over, and then Boomer actually came and told me before I started that over. He told me it's reversing a bit, try and hit the hard lens. So then I thought, okay, he made things really simple. Execute that and was happy that I was able to pull things back.
That's mate. That's the other day about it. It was the that you take knowledge away from.
Expected. He got injured and then was starting at point and then said, okay, it's just the last two balls of the crowd was like unbelievable.
Crazy. When we're playing IPL, if you play Hyderabad, like it's crazy. You go to somewhere like Bangalore because it's enclosed and talk when you're
Yeah.
out there. It's now not many players, mate. Gee, did you feel the pressure?
Oh,
It's like
a
it is the
lot.
Coliseum of Australia.
I never thought it would get drained out after the first. The moment I entered the ground, was pulled 6 overs in the game and 4 overs in the first spell. Second over, I was like feeling like I was getting such speed. I think it is because of the. It was massive to make.
Yeah, it's definitely a you guys are coming out to flatten this curve of this coronavirus, but um, I don't think now coming. Why would you want to bowl?
I was getting 1,000 runs in the league here. I was the highest run get. Something different.
All right, mate. Enough of that. Enough of the your favourite uh, South Indian dish, and what dish would you like me to try next time?
Favorite thing is dosa. I'm sure. should try this. You should. There is how do I explain? It's a tamarind thing.
No, vegetarian, okay. No problem. I'll do that. We're making the when we're
Yeah, the
okay.
Did you
Now,
see?
who do you think is Khalil the other night? He is the worst. If we leave it, morning everyone, and we'd be like, Khalil, remember what I was saying to him? I said, would you be late if Virat was captain? Because he.
But I remember this. Like every time.
Every day, without fail. I think in our squad, is time, always.
Yeah, but
Maybe
then
if I'm saying focused, I'd have to say Siddharth. Sometimes.
maybe you don't sit in the back seat, so you might not.
Obviously,
That's no, it's very
it's almost
difficult.
as much as Khalil.
Seat, like he takes the seat in the back.
He takes the phone to his head. Now we have to put the new guys into our
Uh, from
program.
Sanjay Yadav.
Yadav is one.
Really good. So these two. The other guy from good, he strikes the ball really well.
Now I'm saying Jacques Callis.
Ball don't touch Jack Callis.
His corner at the ground. All the time there.
Yeah. Every game I feel that the 15 games I feel that I was a substitute, but then I took some a couple of runouts I remember against Delhi.
That was a good one.
Very important to contribute in some way. So I love fielding. And
Clever.
uh,
Knew his entire. He knew everything.
that's very difficult for me. Uh, 18.
Now, what age did you make your first class debut, and against who did you make your first class debut?
And it was one.
Now,
This I know. Uh, yeah, I think so. The 4.
did you
The date.
2017, 12th of April. They're
Attitude.
doing in the current in the current environment that we're not. Tell us what you would be up to. What do you get up to? Hair or something?
A lot of TT there. TT station.
A lot of.
Yeah.
Every time I go to bed, I hear. Okay, but mate, we've got a couple of questions from some fans. You can try. Which Punjabi does Vijay actually know live? And this person is tuning
0.
none, zero.
None.
Someone, in Telugu.
Telugu I can understand.
You and Shreyas Iyer are best.
No, we don't get like sometimes you'll feel comfortable with someone. So we just go out with
You have some money because you keep buying a lot of.
just that, you know.
Now, someone says guys are closing his selfies. What's the secret behind this?
I don't know, my eyes are like that, man. What can I do?
Mr. Bean used to put toothpicks in his eyes.
Yeah, I need to open it next time. Is it from, do they have name on it? Like who has sent it?
That one they didn't have. Who was it from? It's one of your friends.
because I know who that would have been.
Okay, now we've got some Facebook questions. One's from Ganesh Iyer. What is your favorite batting position for Sunrisers and for India?
For Sunrise is three or four, and
Okay, I'll
for
keep that in
India,
mind.
yeah, and for India, definitely number four. But then it's very hard to play number four. So I've been playing everywhere for India. If you ask me, my favorite, I always love batting at three. So,
Perfect.
but I don't get that. Yeah.
This is from Pradeep Patanayak. Which moment is the most memorable moment in the IPL for you?
The game against Gujarat Lions, definitely. It was a
Yep,
very important innings in my career.
perfect. This is from Rizwan Khan. Who is your favorite Bollywood slash Tollywood actor?
Hollywood, Tollywood, I can say Vijay Devarkonda.
This is from just, this could be from any VJ. What is your biggest learning from 2016 season that you're part of the squad that won the IPL?
Biggest learning. I told earlier, like I learned a lot from
Yeah,
watching you, Kane, and even other cricketers. It was very like Bhuvi, someone like Bhuvi. He had a phenomenal IPL that year. So it's just
perfect.
about the work ethics and doing good things again and again every day.
And who's the laziest
No
person in our
competition.
squad?
Who's the
Laziest person? Khalil?
Basil Tampi?
Bas- Is he
Every time
watching?
you go, every time you go to his room, he'll be sleeping. And another person I can say is Manish Pandey. I don't know whether he's lazy, but what he does is every time you try reaching him, he will plan for something, and then you try reaching him. Either his phone will be switched off, and his room will be on D&D. Ah, see,
Always, always,
Our man Srini has message saying Pandeyji.
always D&D.
Always.
What is your favorite holiday destination, if you have one?
I recently, like few months back, I went to Queenstown. Just loved it.
Amazing place, isn't it?
Beautiful place. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Um, okay, it says here, who's the toughest bowler that you have faced during practice in the nets?
Uh, Billy Stanley.
Ugh, yuck. No, no, thank you. No,
Every time he comes up with a quick bouncer in the nets, it's very hard to face
no, thank you. You can have that. Uh,
that.
you played for three different IPL teams, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi. Now, what's the difference that you have found between the franchises? Obviously, you have MS at Chennai, and at Delhi. Who was captain of Delhi when you were there?
Initially, it was Gautam Gambhir and then Shreyas.
Yeah, so obviously you've played with some great talent and great people and good cricketers. Now, what have you found the differences between each franchise?
Uh, CSK, I actually didn't play much,
Yeah,
but CSK was all about, you know, my big names like MS Dhoni was there, and then Suresh Raina, Mike Hussey, Dwayne Bravo. So it was like, all top players were there in the team, and it's very hard to get into that side, to break into that side, to break into that side was very hard.
the team
So
never ever changed. Like you guys had such a great team.
so during CSK I didn't find much of difference because I didn't play. I just played one game, and Saraj have played a lot. Like I played most of the games. So the difference was, in Delhi, Ricky Ponting was there, so I was looking up to him for everything, like to learn something from him. And with the franchisee,